Shri Guru Charitra, Chapter 4, Birth of Shri Dattatreya. Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyaya Namaha, Shri Sadgurubhyo Namaha. In the first instance, there was all water everywhere. Then an egg, Hiranyagarbha, with gold inside came into existence. Universe has come out of it. Due to Raj Brahma came into existence. He is known as Hiranyagarbha. It broke into two hemispheres and the earth and the sky came into existence. Brahma thus created 14 bhuvans, 10 directions, mind, speech, time, 6 enemies as desire, anger, etc. Brahma created 7 sons, Manasputras, namely Marichi, Atri, Angarisa, Pulasti, Pulaha, Kratu and Vashishtata. Of these, Shri Guru took birth in the house of Atri. Anasuya was the devoted wife of Atri Rishi. She was very beautiful also. Seeing her exceptional devotion to her husband, the gods in heaven began to fear that someday she might overcome them. Hence, Indra and other gods went to Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh and said to them, "How can one describe the greatness of the devotion of Anasuya to her husband Atri? She served her husband with body, mind and speech. She also serves guests, giving them desired food. None returns disappointed from her place. Fire, sun and wind are also afraid of her. We are all afraid of her. She may sometime win over this heaven. Therefore, kindly do something to give us relief." Hearing this, Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh said angrily, "We shall test her devotion." Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh came to Atri Muni's ashram in the mendicant's disguise when Atri had been out to the river for daily rituals. The mendicants said to Anasuya, "We are very hungry. Give us food. We have come here hearing your good name for offering the guests their desired food." Anasuya bowed to them respectfully and said, "You please return soon after finishing your bath and daily rituals." The 3 gods replied, "We have already taken bath and finished the rituals. Atri Rishi may take time to return. Better you serve us food soon." Anasuya seated them on carpets and began serving food on leaf plates. The guests said to Anasuya, "We have one more desire. We have come here from a long distance as we have heard of your beauty. We wish you to put off your garments and then serve us with food. If you do not comply with this, we shall leave this place without meals." This made Anasuya bitterly anxious. She realized that some great personages have come to test her chastity. She thought that if they return without food, she would lose sanctity of her penance. Believing that her mind is pure and that her husband's penance will protect her in this ordeal, she told them, "You have your food without any doubt. I shall serve you food as you desire." She went into her kitchen and, remembering her husband, put off her garments and saying, "The guests are like my children," she came out to serve food to the guests. Instantly, all the 3 gods were transformed into 3 newly born crying babies. She was terrified to see 3 crying babies. She put on her clothes and took the babies one after the other to her breast for feeding. What great power does a Pativrata possess? Those who have 14 bhuvans, 7 oceans and fire in the belly were all satisfied with the little milk in her breast. Anasuya thus became the mother of the 3 great gods. She placed them in a cradle and pulled the string to and fro and began singing lullabies. It was midday. Atri Rishi returned from the river after finishing his rituals. He was very much astonished to see Anasuya pulling the string of a cradle and singing songs. Anasuya narrated all that had happened. Atri Rishi, by power of intuition, knew that the babies were Trimurtis, and so he bowed to them. The 3 gods were also much pleased. They stood before him and told Atri to ask for a boon. Atri said to Anasuya, "You may ask for whatever you desire." Anasuya said, "These babies should stay in this ashram as our sons." The Trimurtis readily complied. Anasuya began to nurse and feed them. Brahma was known as Chandra, Vishnu was called Datta, and Mahesh was called Durvas. After some time, Chandra and Durvas told their mother Anasuya that they both were going away for penance and that the 3rd Datta would be staying with her. She should know him as Trimurti. After this, Chandra and Durvas went away. Chandra went to Chandralok and Durvas went to the forest for penance. Datta or Dattatreya remained with Anusuya. Dattatreya is the founder of the seat of Sri Guru. Om Shri Dattaya Guruve Namaha.